Hello guys and welcome to AlcoCraft. Today we are solving the lead code problem number 155, min stack. Don't get afraid of seeing this question. This is an easy question of stack. So first I will read the question, then we will dive into my approach, then we will do a live code in front of you. So the question says, design a stack that is support push, pop, top and retrieve the minimum element in constant time. Means this is saying that we have to make the stack which have the function push, pop, top, get, minimum. If we call the minimum value of the stack, then we get it in constant time in big of 1. You must implement a solution with big of 1 time complexity for each function. Okay, if we have to call the minimum value, so we will get this minimum value in big of 1 time of complexity. So let's see how we can solve this question and how our approach is. It work on LIFO data structure. LIFO means last in first out, means which the element get in the last of the stack, it will got out first. Means if we put here 5, the first element is 5, then we put the second element is 10, then we put the third element 20. So if we put out the elements, so first it will give us 20, then it will give us 10, then we'll give 5. So first is 20 and we push the element last is 20 and we get first 20. Means last in means we add 20 at last and we get first position at 20. Here we put our element. So now if we push our element, if we pop our element from the stack, so let's see, first we get 20, then we'll pop our element, another element, then we get 10 and then we got 5. So it means we have entered the 20 at the last in this stack, but we got it first. Means this data structure works on last in first out. Okay, so now let's dive into our approach, that how we can give the minimum element at constant time. So what we'll approach is, we'll create a main stack and a min stack which will give us the minimum value. So the main stack look like something this, and the minimum stack will look something like this. Okay, so first we will push our element in the main stack. Here we got 10, then we push our element in our minimum stack. Okay, first we have to push our element in both the stack. So now let's suppose we got another element 20. So we'll check that this 20 is greater than, is smaller than our element or not. If it is not smaller than our element, then we don't push our element in main stack. Then we just push another element in our main stack. So suppose now we got 30. We got here 30. So does 30 is smaller than our minimum dot peak? No, it is not small. So we don't take this. Now suppose we got 5. So does 5 is smaller than our 10? So yeah, it is smaller. So we'll push our element in our minimum stack. Okay. Now suppose we got 20 again. So 20 is not greater than our minimum dot peak, so we don't push this 20 over here. So now we have to pop the element. Okay, so first we'll pop our 20. So 20 will remove from the stack. Then we will pop our 5. So 5. So here we got 5. And here we also have 5. So we have to remove both of this element, because if in this iteration they will ask us about what is the minimum element. So we have to return over here 10, because the minimum element presented in our stack is 10 also, 10 only. So what we will do is, if we got here 5 and also got here 5, then we have to remove both of this element. Then in the main stack we will remove 30, and here 30 is not presented, so we don't take 30 over here. Now we have asked that return the minimum element, so we'll return minimum dot peak, because it is only the minimum element presented in the main array. So this is our approach. Now let's code and see what will happen. So first we will initialize our both the stack outside the function stack main public stack main. We have to initialize it outside the function, because if you know something, a smaller concept of oops, we have to initialize it, and then we will just approach is over here. So we'll do main is equals to new stack. Okay, so we have made one mistake. What is our mistake is, we don't put here integer, because our stack is of integer type. So we have to put over here integer. And then what we will do is, we will just push our element. So we'll check that if the size of stack is 0, so we'll push both the element in helper stack and minimum and main stack. We'll push both the element. So we'll check that if main dot size is equals to 0, then we'll push main dot push value over here, because we have to push value in both the stack. Then we'll do minimum dot push value. So yes, we will push the value in both the stack. Now what we have to do is, if the main dot peak is greater than, if the minimum dot peak is greater than the value, so we have to push the value in the minimum. Okay, so we'll write over here else if minimum dot peak is greater equals to value, then we'll just push the value in minimum. So we have taken the example that if 10 is greater than 5, so we have to push 5 in our stack. So you can see that minimum is here and minimum also is here. So we'll just do that, we will copy this and we will put or over here. We can write like this, but this is also the right. But we are writing like this. At the last we have to push in the main. We have to push the value in main in every condition. So I put it over here at last. I don't give it the condition. Now we have to pop the element. So how we have to pop the element? We'll just first make int element 1 which will store our pop value. So we'll do main.pop. This will store our pop value. Then we will initialize another element named element 2 which will store our minimum.peak value. So we have checked that if minimum.peak and the element we are popping both are equal, so we'll pop in the minimum stack also. So we'll check the condition that if element 1 is equals to element 2, then we are popping in the minimum element also, and we have popped the main element already, so we don't have to worry to pop the main element. So here we will pop the minimum element. Okay, so for the top we will return main.pick. For get minimum we will return minimum.pick. Okay, so I hope you have understand this. Now let's run the code. Okay, we got the error. Okay, so now let's again run our code. I solved the error. Okay, our code is working. Now we'll submit our code. Okay guys, if you have any doubt, please comment down below and let me know if you have any doubt, any query, or do like, share, subscribe if you like our video and you understand very well. Thank you.